I know a lot of persons are doubting Arsenal's chances of winning the Premier League because Manchester City are just breathing behind them. And judging to the fact that in the last 3 years, the 2 seasons that seemed like Arsenal were going to win the Premier League, Manchester City actually came from behind to clean the Premier League. The 2022-2023 season, the 2023-2024 season, which seemed more sure that Arsenal were going to win the Premier League, but at the end of the day, Manchester City won the Premier League by a point. Now, I think in my head, I think that this Arsenal team cannot afford to lose the Premier League. Now, this is why. Apart from the fact that Arsenal has the biggest squad depth right now in the Premier League. Now, we are not talking about squad depth as per number of players in the team. We are talking about quality players. Quality players in the team. From the goalkeeping, we have Raya and Kepa. Kepa, who is a qualified and a certified Champions League and Europa League winner. In the defense, of course, we have the strongest defense, in Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, and Calafiori. And if these ones are not available, there is Mosquera, there is Hincapié, there is Miles Lewis Kelly, there is Ben White. So these players, not just in the defense, in the midfield and in the attack as well. So these players have come over the years. They've grown over the years to know that this is the time for them to sit up and actually do well. They are now mature. The likes of Bukayo Saka, the likes of Martin Odegaard, the likes of Martinelli, even Trossard, who actually came to Arsenal at the age of 27, 28 years. In the 2023-2024 season in January, the halfway of that season. I think this Arsenal team has a very, very bigger chance to win the Premier League. Yes, Manchester City might just be breathing behind them. Fine. Of course, there has to be somebody that will be breathing behind them. And knowing that Manchester City are a formidable side who, of course, if they are behind any team, most especially in the title push, in the title race, they tend to be very, very, very persistent. But nonetheless, I still think this Arsenal team has a bigger chance, has a very, very bigger chance. The draw against Sunderland was just a one-off in my mind, in my head. The draw against Sunderland was just a one-off. It's just one of those games that, of course, something has to happen. Something negative has to happen. And I think that was what happened. Arsenal gave it all in the second half. It wasn't a very, very good first half performance, which, of course, personally, I complained about it. But in the second half, Arsenal dominated the game. And the likes of Bukayo Saka was continuously terrorizing that left back, Lodi. Was Renildo Lodi. He was continuously terrorizing the guy. Arsenal got the equalizer. The Trossard actually got the supposed winner before the equalizer came in the dying minute and all that. Of course, as at that time there was nothing Arsenal could do anymore. But at the end of the day, I still think Arsenal has a bigger chance to win the Premier League this season because they have not just the players now, even Mikel Arteta as a coach. I think he has learned over the years what he needs to do, what he needs to put in place in order to make sure that this team go over the line this time, because it is make or mar, not just for the team, but for himself, Mikel Arteta.